Hi, this is Angel Jones. I love great conversations where life's journey is communicated not only through words, but tones and emotions. Explosive expressions that allow you to feel what they felt and learned. A fool learns only from his own mistake, while the wise learn from their own and from those others have made. Thanks for being here with us. Matt Fortnow. As someone who has founded, built, managed, and sold a successful internet company, Matt has been in the startup trenches. In 1996, he co-founded Commissioner.com, the internet's first premier fantasy sports service. Matt grew the company, which created fantasy sports games for the NFL, Major League Baseball, CBS Sportsline, and several others, as well as international games for soccer and cricket. In 1999, he and his partners sold the company to CBS Sportsline, currently CBS Sports, which still runs the products today. Previously, as an entertainment lawyer, Matt, a co-author of the 7th edition of The Business of Music, the Bible of the music industry, has represented a variety of musical artists, songwriters, producers, and record companies. He appeared as a regular featured copyright expert on television and has lectured internationally. As honors graduate of Carnegie Mellon University and cum laude graduate of the Benjamin N. Cardozo School of Law, where he edited and wrote for the Cardozo Law Review, Matt has also written several articles on music industry issues. A few years ago, Matt acted as executive producer of Certifiably Jonathan, a feature comedy film starring recently of late comedy icon Jonathan Winters. The film features a host of other comedians including Robin Williams and Howie Mandel. More recently, Matt dove into the world of finance with stealth traders whose mission is to empower traders all over the world to achieve consistent profitability by creating the most accurate indicators and comprehensive education. The past several years, Matt has been consulting entrepreneurs, professionals, and small businesses, helping them grow, increase sales, and expand. This is one of the longest bios that I have read, and one that I believe is worth listening. Matt Fortnow. Good morning, Matt. How are you today?
Great. Good morning, Engel. I'm doing well, thanks.
It's a great pleasure to have you on this podcast today, 12-minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Well, it's an honor to be here with you.
Wonderful. Matt, I would like to know, what talent do you have that you believe is responsible for you being on this podcast today?
I think it's the talent. It's my ability to network and to just get out there and meet people.
Who did you learn this skill from?
Well, I learned a lot of it from a man named Bill Krasilovsky, the original author of This Business of Music, who I worked with for several years as a lawyer back in New York City.
Why will you continue repeating the skill of networking?
Well, networking is great because, you meet a lot of people. You never know who the next person is. That could be a great business contact. A lot of people today rely on LinkedIn for networking, building up their LinkedIn contact list, their connections there. But it's really about meeting face-to-face. Going to network events and also expanding beyond LinkedIn and looking for other opportunities like the community where we met.
Community has been an excellent opportunity in terms of virtually meeting great people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what is one thing you've done consistently over the past 3 years?
One thing I've done consistently would be just coming up with different ideas, being creative. That's one of my favorite things to do. A lot of that comes from, inspiration, sometimes through meditation. But it's just, it's a lot of fun. And, one of my most recent ideas is an app for helping people resolve disputes. And we're just finishing up beta testing on that right now. It's called Peers.
Excellent. Is there a website that we could go to check out Peers?
Yes, go to thepeersapp.com. That's Peers.
Excellent.
Thepeersapp.com.
Excellent. Thepeersapp.com.
Yes.
So how does it make you feel, what you've done in terms of creating and being creative over the past 3 years?
No, it feels great. I think, my whole life, that's what I've just tried to do. Just be creative. Now, look, not every idea I come up with is a good idea,
Yeah.
but just the fact that the creative juices are flowing, it's very energizing and, exciting and really keeps me going.
Yeah. It's really interesting. Your bio is so packed with things. I remember the task of trying to edit it and then realizing, gave it to my wife, who is the writer in the family. And, she said, sorry, there's nothing we could do there. We can't take anything out. It was super funny. But yes, you've definitely done a lot. I'd like to know, though, why you would suggest that someone adopts such a habit.
Well, look, today with kids, I think they call it ADD, but I'm the kind of person that I always like trying new things. So I think it's just part of, what kind of personality type you are. Some people, they specialize and they master in one thing their whole life, which is great. I like, I'm more of a person, I like a lot of different variety, and if something strikes me as an opportunity, I'll take it.
What is your earliest childhood memory?
Okay. My earliest, I remember falling into the pool. And I think I was 2 years old at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why do you think that memory is so clear?
Because it was scary. Someone pulled me out, a second later or two. But I remember falling in and being underwater. So, I don't know, I think that's my earliest memory.
Interesting. Have you chosen someone to teach your skills and or talents to?
Yes.
Are you married?
No.
Do you have children?
No.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Your favorite song when you were 12 years old?
That would be Mr. Blue Sky by the Electric Light Orchestra.
Sweet. Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for part A more than 3 hours a day or part B more than 3 hours a week?
It's more part B.
Okay. So, in closing, Matt Fortnow, is there anything you would like to share with the listening audience?
One thing I'd like to share is that I do entrepreneur coaching, and I also have a free email course for getting your business started, getting it going, and getting it growing. And that's at my website, thestartup.pro.
Excellent. We'll definitely have that in the show notes. So, again, it's the startup.pro.
Right, thestartup.pro.
Wonderful. Matt, great pleasure having you on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazel Enterprise.